Hey guys, how's it going? JD here. So we're having a dollar strength day. Ooh, hopefully we have a dollar strength trade here. We look at the strength currency meter. Dollar strong, euros weak. Here from the bottom, we got to push up first entry, push up, second entry short right off of the 21 EMA, huge signal candle. So we just need to see strength for a few more minutes here. Want this candle to definitely close on its low. That'd be a good look to continue this down pressure. Just close on your low, close on your low, close on your low, close on your low. Good close, we'll take it. Okay, so that second entry short again, push up, first entry, push up, second entry short right off the EMA. We just need to hold on. I was hoping we didn't hit some support down here. It looks like we did. We gotta hold on for 13 seconds. Rejection, 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 push down, hold the line, hold the line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold the line, hold the line. Good hold. All right, here on this price action, we got a trend down, trend break, retest the new low. So we should be moving higher now. We've went into a little range here. If we can break higher here, close, I'm gonna go on this. It's kind of a wifey's trade. Breaking higher, looking good. Gonna go with it. Expecting that we're coming to test this new high here. Test that new high. We got a barn burner going. We need to push up. Push up one more time. Come on, push up one more time. I had the lower high. We just need to see some rejection here. It's in a fight. Push up. Hammer up. Come on, hammer up, hammer up, hammer up. Hammer up. Too much sell pressure. Too much sell pressure. Oh yeah. We had to break. We just couldn't get that second leg. Thought it was gonna get that second leg for us. Okay, I see a high, lower high. Got some rejection stem here, but hopefully high, lower high off the EMA. We've been seeing cash strength. Cash strength. Pound is weak. We just need this to hold for 3 more minutes here. All right, we got one here. We need a strong push to a close. Giving us a chance at least. Come on, cat. Come on, stay strong, cat. Stay strong. We need a big, huge candle here. We need a repeat candle of this. Give us another one of these and close on your low. Come on, there you go. Hold it on, keep going, break lower. This also will set up another entry. If we close on our low, I'm gonna go again here. Hold on 14 seconds. Close on your low. 10, 9, 8, 7. Push, push, push. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good close. Gonna go again. Now we're expecting that we're gonna be coming down to test this low here. So we made it to our target, right down here. That was beautiful. That was really another high, push up, lower high. Man, when I saw the rejection here, I had a feeling this trade was gonna make it. Then once we closed, basically on our low, I knew that, yeah, we were headed lower. So that's a pretty good call right there. Again, on the strength currency meter, we got the cash stronger than pound only got 1 bar. It was the right call. Right call. Beautiful results once you get a price action entry off the 21 EMA. And this will wrap up the trading day right here. 3 out of 4. Let's count it down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say it with me.
Easy money.
Hey guys, how's it going? JD here. So what you just saw was a typical trading day for me. And so in this video today, we're just going to talk about some of the things that I do, how I run my trading day, how I run my trading business, because you really want to have a good set routine when you're day trading. All right. So I start my day at about 5 a.m. I get out the bed, 5 a.m. the alarm clock goes off, and it's time to go. All right. So something I want to talk about, it's funny, is everybody's trading situation is really different. You have to design your trading around your life, and everybody's life is different, right? Everybody can't trade at 5. Maybe it has to be 8 for you, or maybe it has to be 9 for you, or maybe it has to be 10 o'clock at night for you. So it's going to be different for everybody, right? So a lot of things I'm going to say in this video doesn't mean that this is the only way it can work. Let me put that out there first. All right. I'm just giving you the lowdown on my trading day. Okay. Doesn't mean that you have to set yours up the exact same way. Doesn't mean you can set yours up the exact same way. All right. So I get going at 5 o'clock. Here's the thing. I trade in a basement. All right. So it's cold down here. Okay. My little setup, my whole setup down here is in the basement. So it's a little nippy. So for that reason, I have a trading uniform, which is my onesie. Okay. Some of you have probably noticed in my trading videos when I'm showing an actual trade, hey, I got a onesie on. It's cold. All right. It's cold down here. So I got a couple onesies. Okay. But I'll tell you what, having that onesie, it kind of makes me feel like this is my uniform though. That onesie is my trading uniform. When I put that onesie on, it's time to go to work. Okay. Now it may be a onesie. This may be funny, but hey, when I put my onesie on, it's time to go to work. You know what I mean? And it really helps me because it's cold in the basement. All right. And I'm trading in the morning, especially in summertime. In summertime, my basement get even colder than in the winter. And so, when you come from my upstairs to downstairs, it's a huge temperature change. It's cold. And I know some people are like, why is he talking about how cold it is? Because I don't need any interruptions when I'm trading. I can't be shivering cold, trying to make a trade decision. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, set your environment up, right? So that you can be focused and concentrated. And I can't trade cold. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be trying to trade if I gotta go to the bathroom. I don't need to be trying to trade if I'm cold. No outside environment interruptions. I don't need a lot of noise. I don't need a lot of kids. That's why I be telling Titan, go and sit down somewhere. You see what I'm saying? When I'm trading, trading is a mental game. So I need focus, okay? So since I trade in the basement and it's cold, I trade in a onesie, all right? So I get up, throw my onesie on, come on downstairs. Then I get my lights going and everything, and I put my Titan trading hat on. Why I put my Titan trading hat on? Well, for one, because I ain't trying to brush my hair before I record these videos for y'all. And two, to me, it makes me remember what I'm doing. When I see Titan trading and I put my hat on and I got my onesie on, I understand that I'm clocking into my business, right? This is my business. This is my trading account. This is mine. This ain't nobody Titan trading. That's me, right? And so I look at trading as a business. I'm not out here playing around. I ain't playing no games. All right. So I got my uniform on. I got my Titan trading hat on. I'm clocking in. This is big business here. All right. I'm running a business. All right. So hey, I've worn a lot of uniforms for other companies in my day, right? And you feel different when you in that company uniform. I don't know, maybe it's a psychological thing. I don't know. But once I'm suited and booted, I'm ready to go, right? I'm ready to trade, all right? So the very next thing I do is I go to the forexfactory.com to see what reports is coming out, right? Because I don't want to get caught in any news. So, you know, like I say, I start trading about 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm checking Forex Factory right out the gate. Don't want to get caught in no news, right? And so if the next report ain't coming out to 8:30, it's go time, right? I know that there's nothing spontaneous should happen in the market that I'm not ready for. After I check Forex Factory, very next website I'm going to is the Strength Currency Meter. Why? I want to see who my victim is going to be, right? I want to see which pair is going. I want to see which currency is going to be my target. All right. So, for example, today everything had one bar. When I woke up, I mean, the euro might have had 2 bars. Euro had 2 bars. Pound had 1 bar. Audi had 1 bar. The dollar had 6 bars. So I was like, okay, dollar strength. So I know right out the gate, I'm going with the dollar, right? And preferably, I wish I could have got like a pound dollar because it was 1, or Audi dollar because it was 1. But the euro dollar at 2, that's fine. So I got my plan, right? So hey, I'm up, I'm lively, I'm warm in my onesie. I got my hat on, I got my mind ready to do business, right? I've looked at the what could happen in the market that can throw me off with Forex Factory. No reports until 8:30. It's about 5:20 at this point. I'm good. Now I've targeted. I got my target in line. I know I'm going with dollar strength, right? I know this out the gate. I'm going with dollar strength. I also know that the euro is weak today. I also know that the pound is weak today. Go time, right? So if we go back over my trading day that you just watched, very first trade, what do I find? Second entry short against the euro dollar. I already know which way to go. There's no reports coming out. I've already checked the strength currency meter. The dollar has 6 bars. The euro had 2. Already know which way I'm going. I'm going dollar strength. So then I go to the chart and I get a second entry short off of the EMA with a beautiful signal candle. Easy money. Easy money. Now, the trade got real close at the end. Did not. I mean, it scared me. It scared me half to death, but everything lined up. You see what I mean? Everything lined up. I had the strength currency meter in my favor. I had a second entry short in my favor. I had a beautiful signal candle off the EMA in my favor. You pull the trigger, right? And then you live with the results. Boom. One trade down, off to the races. Good start to the day, right? Now, my second trade was the Swiss yen, okay? The funny thing about this setup is last night I was looking at just the pairs that just looking over pairs and looking at which ones. I've done terrible on the Swiss yen. I saw this last night. I meant to ban that currency last night, but I just forgot to do it. So on the chart, the yen was actually strong, but it was kind of losing some momentum. And the Swiss had about, I think if I remember correctly, the Swiss had 4 bars. The yen had 5. So first of all, there wasn't a real clear advantage on that setup. And then secondly, if I was going to go any direction, I really should have been going with the yen. All right. So this whole trade setup is off right out the gate. But I was following price action. Okay. And when it broke higher, it kind of, it trapped me. It lured me in because it actually isn't a great setup either. I can't call it a higher low because the candles, it was too many candles in between. It wasn't a second entry long, by no means. At best, it was a breakout possibly, but it barely broke higher, right? So really, I should have skipped that trade. Really, there was a lot of reasons on top of the fact that I don't trade Swiss yen well, but there was a lot of reasons why not to take that trade. I would say I really took that trade based on one candle. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. You know, that is not good. I took that trade truly based on one strong candle that I saw. that I saw breaking higher. But that setup really didn't have a name. Setups with no names don't work well. I'll just tell you that right now. Setups with no names don't work well. But let's learn a little something from the loss, though. Did you notice my emotional state during the loss? Did you notice during the trade when I was realizing like, yeah, this one probably ain't gonna pan? I was trying to keep hope, but I could clearly kind of see that this one ain't gonna work out, right? But did you notice how my emotions stay even keel? You see what I'm saying? Especially after the loss. After the loss, I just said, hey, it didn't work, right? It didn't work. And then I moved on. But I didn't pout. I didn't cry. I didn't curse. I didn't say the market is wrong. I didn't call myself stupid. You know, I didn't call myself a dummy for, you know, shouldn't have never took it. I didn't beat myself up about the trade at all, right? It just lost. Okay. That's where you got to get your emotions to. When you win, you don't want to get too high. When you lose, you definitely don't want to get too low, because you want to keep your mind clear to find the next opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That one is over, right? I didn't force the issue. And here's what you did to see. The very next candle took off like a rocket. And I could have jumped back in just off of the needing to be right. All right. I didn't need to be right. I tried it. It didn't work. I switched pairs altogether. Okay. Now, if I had that need to be right, I would have went again. Guess what? It would have lost. Or I would have doubled up. When it was kind of creeping down, I could have doubled up, and I don't think I would have got I don't even think I would have got the wash. All right. What I'm saying is this: when you're in a losing trade or have a losing trade, the need to be right is how you end up compounding losses. All right. In that case, it wasn't a great setup. I knew the Swiss yen is shaky. I didn't have an advantage on the Swiss currency meter, so I just moved on, right? I put that trade behind me real fast, right? Have a real short memory on your losses, okay? Don't beat yourself up just because you had a loss, all right? So, for those of you who don't know, my trading strategy is I'm gonna take 5 shots a day, right? And I'm done. The reason is I've just found out in binary options, all right? And it's really like this in any market. The more you trade, the more you put yourself at risk. You know, you're trading, you only got a few good trades in you every day. I'm sorry to tell you, because trading is a serious mind game. And after each trade, many times you're gonna lose more and more and more focus. So for me, I know I can take about 5 solid good shots before I start messing up. All right. And also, man, if you can't get your goal in 5 shots, you're probably not gonna get it. Okay. And I'm not talking about you double it up or you hit the button 3 times. If you hit the button 3 times on one setup, that's one trade, people. That's one trade that you hit the button 3 times on, and you put a whole bunch of emphasis on one setup. I would much rather take 5 different setups and see what happens than to hit the button 4 times on one setup. You see what I mean? When I see that online, I just don't get it. Why put all the emphasis on one setup? Don't try to get rich. Don't try to get rich on one trade. That's the thing. That's the real lure in the binary options market, man. People show you that, you know, yeah, they did it that time, but what if when I see people hit the button 10 times and they win and they like boasting, and I always think like, but what happens when it loses, right? Like, I was following this guy on Facebook. He had a huge following. They were hitting the button 8-9 times. And man, for about 2-3 months, it looked like they was popping. And then I see him post about binary sucks. We're going over to this new whatever. It wasn't even trading. It was just like an MLM. We're going over to this now. And I was like, yep. I knew it was just gonna be a matter of time, because y'all was hitting the button 10 times on one setup. Man, that is a trap. That is a trap, people. Okay, listen. Pick a number. Like I say, this is just, I'm just showing you how I roll. You can pick any number you want. Maybe you can stay focused for longer than 5 trades. Whatever, you know. Set your day up how you want. For me, it's 5 trades, right? And I tell you this because, so at this point in my trading day, right, we've taken 2. We've taken 2 trades. And we're at a wash. I'm actually down, right, because of I lost commission on the first trade. The second trade I lost, so I had to lose amount and commission. So I'm not even at a wash. I'm slightly down at this point, right? So slightly down at this point. Trade number 3 is coming up, right? So what do we get? We get a lower high off the EMA. Now the signal candle was shaky, but at the time I was pressing the button, it was good, and then it kind of gapped up at the last second. You know, that just happened, right? But I had a setup. I had a decent, let's just call it a decent signal candle. I had a setup. I had a decent signal candle, and the currency strength meter was well in my favor that time because the CAD was way stronger than the pound. The pound only had 1 bar, so that was one of the pairs that I was going to target. So I'm happy with the entry. I'm happy with the setup. I got the strength currency meter in my favor. So I got 3 nice solid votes on that trade, right? For trade number 3 has 3 nice solid votes. So I take it, and you see, first candle went against me. Second candle went against me. I don't know if I really showed it in the video. I might have came back too late, but I was even keel through that. I was still staying even keel. I wanted to win bad because I didn't want to go negative at all on the day, you know. But when that boy started surging back, right, I knew that I had a good chance of winning it, right? But because I was staying even emotionally, right, I wasn't getting too hype about it. I wasn't getting too pumped up about it. I was believing for the best result, which was for it to close on its low. But because I wasn't even that attached to what happened, I was able to think about the next trade, right? So that trade, I still hadn't even won yet. And you hear me say, if it closes on the low, this sets up another entry, right? So that's because I was able to just, even though I'm in that trade, I was able to stay neutral and continue to read the price action, right? I was able to stay neutral, continue to read the price action to see another setup. And what I saw was that, man, if this thing closes, I mean, we got a huge red signal candle going in the CAD's favor. We know that the pound is weak, right? We're coming off the EMA. It had a nice rejection candle before that huge red one, right? So even though I was in a trade, I'm still reading the price action, right? Because I know I got two shots left. Got 2 shots left. So if I win this third one, I got 2 more shots left. So then it worked out, right? It closed nearly on this low. We got trade number 3 was in the bag. And because I was staying neutral, you know, because I wasn't panicking, I was keeping my emotions neutral during that trade. I was able to pay attention, continue reading the price action, and was able to take trade 4, which was the trade of the day, right? So I took trade 4. That's trade of the day. It was a home run. I never was worried, never was stressed. That trade is what you call easy money. And again, the currency strength meter was in my favor. We bounced off the EMA hard. I had rejection. Everything for that one was beautiful. Everything for that last trade was beautiful. All right. So at this point, I've taken 4 shots. All right. I've taken 4 shots. I'm 3 out of 4 on the day. I got 1 trade left. But guess what? I've made some decent money. Okay. I've made some decent money. So, I mean, I was risking 200 a pop there. So, I mean, I didn't make 400 because of that loss, because of the commission. I'm right under it though, right? Let's just round up though. Let's just say that I made 400 bucks. All right. I got 1 trade left. What do I do? What would you do? What would you do? Because the thing about it is that CAD kept on going. Like it hit the target. So that run is kind of over. So it ain't like it's a trending situation where we just see another trade again, right? We would have probably had to go, or not probably, I would have had to go out and look for a whole nother setup, okay? But I do got to trade. My limit is 5. I got to trade, right? Well, I found that 3 out of 4, which is 75%, and you almost made $400, and what I mean, that took me maybe 20 minutes, is a pretty good day, right? So I didn't take a 5th trade. I could have, per my rules, per my trading guidelines, I could have took a 5th trade, but I'm just not that greedy. I think it's a greedy thing. I like to just continue to do things that cause me to be disciplined. And yes, I could have took a 5th trade, but honestly, why? I've traded at 75%. I've made good money in 20 minutes. I've made $400 in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I know people who breaking their back at work. And they make $100 for the day, okay? There's people breaking their back at work making less than $100 for an 8-hour shift, okay? I just made $400 in 20 minutes, right? Why take another trade? You know what I'm saying? Why take another trade? Hey man, you do that. You traded at 75%. You made $400. Go get back in the bed. And you know what I did? I cut off all the lights down here. I took off the onesie, hung it back up, took off the hat, put it back right there. And I went and got back in the bed. Baby. You hear me? I went and got back in the bed. And so that's the trading day, right? That was my trading day. And most of my days are like that. You know, every now and then I'll drop 2. But, you know, typically, you know, that was a typical trading day for me. And so 75%, $400. I ain't got to be greedy. I'll see it again tomorrow. Let's do it again tomorrow. That's how I look at it. All right. Do it again tomorrow. And I think it was something else I wanted to say that was it's about to slip my mind about the amount of trades. Oh, another thing is this. I use the 5 trade rule as truly the cutoff. Like, I'm not taking more than 5. But let's say I had a 1 that second one, right? Let's say that second one had a 1. I would have made $400+ right then. I would have called it quits. And cause $400 in 6 minutes is stupid money. I don't care what you say. I don't care what's possible. I already know that thousands in a day is possible. Is it probable? If I win my first 2 and I'd have made $400 in 6 minutes, I'm done. Okay. So that's that. So my 5 trade rule is to keep myself from over trading, to keep my account growing at a consistent pace, to keep my equity curve like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the 5 trade rule. That's what it's really for. It's not that, all right, I'm gonna take 5 trades every day. No, that's not it. My goal is $400 a day. If I hit 400, or I hit 370, or I get 380, I'm through. Okay, I'm through, because I don't play with the market. The market is a dangerous place. It doesn't matter that I can read the price chart like the back of my hands. Sometimes I'm just wrong, like on trade 2. Sometimes I'll just make a mistake, right? Sometimes the trade just doesn't work. The strength currency meter can be lined up. The setup can be there. It can be bouncing off the EMA. The signal can be there, and you can still lose, right? Nothing is 100%. So any day that you can take money out the market and call it a day, call it a day. Call it a day. Don't worry. Don't think about I left money on the table. Don't think about, oh, it kept trending up for another hour. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you took money out the market and you were successful that day, congratulations, man. Pat yourself on the back. Go get back in the bed. All right, go get back in the bed. So if I win my first 2 I'm done. It don't matter that I got 3 more shots, because just what if you lose the next one, right? Then what if you lose the next one, right? Now you back at a wash and you got 1 trade left. God forbid you lose that one, right? Even if you win that one, you still made less than if you had stopped at the first 2 you won. Because I mean, when you lose, that's a head buster. You lose a commission and your principal that you put up. So this is just my advice. Again, you don't have to do it. I would just suggest you find a number for yourself that you don't overtrade, because overtrading is the killer, right? There's a lot of things that kill traders, but there's two that is very common: risking too much for your account size and overtrading, right? Those are the killers, because when you risk too much, you too scared to take the trades you should take, right? Because you don't want to lose, because you're risking too much. So when your risk tolerance ain't lined up, that's an easy way to take terrible trades, because you're gonna skip the ones you should have took. You're gonna be mad because you missed out on the run, and you're gonna take a dumb trade. Risking too much is a killer, and then over trading. We talk about this all the time. How many times have you won on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? You couldn't accept a small loss on Friday. You kept trading. You're going down. You kept trading. You're going down. You kept trading. Then you look up and you gave back all the winnings for the week, or worst case, blew your account out. Okay. Over trading is how you blow an account out. I've done it too many times. I already know. This can't be argued with me. Any account that I've blown out, I never blew an account out. I have never blown an account out sticking to a trade rule, sticking to a certain number of trades. Like, I've never lost that many in that many days to actually blow the account out. Never. It's never happened. It's absolutely positively never happened. I've never blown an account out following a trade and plan rule of only taking 5 trades. Let's just say, no matter what the number is though, I've never blown an account out that way. You want to know how I've blown an account out? Every time I've blown an account out, it's happened in one day. It didn't happen over a 30 days where I just was kept losing every day. No, it don't happen like that. Because if you can trade half as good, if you could, man, it just don't happen like that with price action. No, because you're gonna have some days to push you back up if you stay alive long enough to get those days to push you back up. But I'm gonna tell you, when I've blown out an account, it took place in one day, where I gave everything I made back and my initial capital. I've given it all back in one day. It don't happen in no week or no 2 weeks and no 3 weeks. Nope. When I've blown an account out, and I've blown several people, okay, one day. Over trading is the killer. I know y'all feel me right now with this. Over trading is the killer. So I probably should have called this something about over trading or risk management. Should have titled this probably risk management. But anyway, get a number, stick to it, take solid price action setups, and you will just let it go. Man, hey, don't be in a rush. Just let it climb naturally. And in 2 to 3 months from now, you're going to be like, wow, look at my account balance. All right. You're here to make money, man. This is not a casino, right? Get you a uniform, clock in to your business, you know what I'm saying? And trade like a professional. Go about, get you a daily routine. That's what this video is truly about. Get you a daily routine and go about it like a pro. All right. So this is a great time to like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate you. Hey, you watched all the way to the end of this. Hey, we friends, we dogs, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in. And hey, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. My name is JD, and as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Bye-bye. If you need to know the most important secret to making money in the markets, watch this video right here.